guys, welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Shalom. I do videos on pop culture, artists, new music releases, all that good stuff. If you like how that sounds, press that sub button and also press the bell icon so you're notified every single time I post. If you're returning, hey guys, how you guys doing? Share everyone around and how we do it around here. This must be like my 5th time at least. I've done it showing my face, without showing my face. Like if I have to film this video again, I'm gonna start to tweak. Okay, I'm gonna start to tweak. Okay, I cannot do this video again. So I am hoping I get this right on this the first try, the first go. No one can make me hate Kanye West. Like I just don't know what it is. I don't agree with everything he says and that he does, but just no one can make me hate him. The amount of Kanye West memes I have saved to my phone, guys, it's insane. You think that I'm like, you think there's something wrong with me? It's that crazy.
Why do you think the song "Niggas in Paris" is called "Niggas in Paris"? Cause niggas was in Paris.
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. I only listen to people who are younger than me. You cannot give me any advice.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she was the glitch.
Yeah.
You telling me they don't look at me like the motherfucking glitch?
What? Please, next question. Please don't ask me any retarded questions.
The way he thinks, the way that he talks in interviews, there's never ever going to be another Kanye West. I don't care how much the industry tries to, make industry plans to make another Kanye West, to make someone as controversial. It will never happen. Point blank, period. Next, most people who are constantly PC.
Did you just use a term that excludes women from an occupation? Okay, let's back up.
Are not that in reality. And I think the perfect example of this is Kehlani, because you guys were eating her up on Twitter. Like, oh my gosh, this was not a good week for Kehlani. Like, damn. Because when you try to be constantly an activist and try to speak on different topics, first of all, you're going to be in a sticky situation because you're going to have to constantly please different minorities, please different groups. You have to constantly keep that up. If you say something or do something which doesn't line up with what you've been constantly preaching and saying, then people are going to call you a hypocrite even though they do the same thing, because it makes them feel better by calling you out even though they're the exact same thing. Being a PC, you have to constantly keep that image up and you have to constantly be that, not only online and in real life, otherwise people will call you out. And also, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, okay, like Kehlani took a picture of Chris Brown. Like, so would I. So would I. I'll get my picture and my selfie too and my full body image too. So would I. Okay. Next one, guys. Okay, Genesis by Ray deserved the same attention as Escapism. It is a shame because the lyricism and the vocal talent was insane. That one song probably outdid vocally and just lyrically most of the songs that I've heard this year. A 7-minute song, and I loved how it was 7 minutes. And the funny thing is, like, guys, I find really weird, as per, is you guys will beg for artists to have vocal talent, to have performances which are amazing, to have versatility vocally. But then when there's artists who do, aka Ray, you will not support them at all. You will not stream their music, add their songs to a playlist, etc. Like, I'm not even expecting you to buy their music, but at least stream it, guys. Like, come on. That is a basic requirement in 2024, is to stream music, which some of you guys aren't even doing. But then you'll support people like Ice Spice and Young Whammy and Sexy Red and like Taylor Swift. So please make it make sense. She could perform circles around all the people I've just mentioned. She would literally eat them for breakfast, lunch and dinner with the vocals that I heard on that song. So let's not play, guys. Okay, British English is the correct English. Like, what do you mean this is a popsicle? It's an ice lolly, bro. Like, what do you mean this is a sandwich? It's a burger. What do you mean that this is how you spell color? Like, you guys American people spell color like C-O-L-O-U-R. Like, guys, it's C-O-L-O-U-R. Or like you spell realize with a Z.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh yeah, and we say Z, not Z. You literally just rejigged English, like British English, and we're like, we're just gonna tweak it to our liking. Like, how is this chips? Like, how are these chips? They're crisps. I actually really liked Lift Me Up by Rihanna, and hear me out. Some people are like, that's the blandest song ever. It's the worst song they could have done for the movie. Guys, like, I think people are forgetting that the song wasn't intended for Rihanna's fans. It was not intended for us. It was basically a tribute. But if you listen to that song when you're sad, that song hits. That really flipping hits. That hits in a different way. I don't know what it is. There's high notes that she does the guys, I'm not a singer. Oh, I kind of am, but that hits, okay? I hate to break it to atheists, but the devil is literally real. And because I've just told you the devil's real, and he is real, I'm not telling you, it's a fact. Because the devil is real, we have to also acknowledge that God is real as well, because God is the opposite of the devil. So, because people think that the devil's just a funny caricature, but he's not, okay, guys? He's actually very intelligent. He's been ruining lives for centuries. He knows literally everything about you, just like God knows everything about you. Just like God knows your deepest inner desires. He knows your family, your friends. He knows literally everything about you. He knows your thoughts from afar. He knows the amount of hairs which are on your head. He knows you because he literally formed you, right? So does the devil, minus the formed you part, because he didn't form you. But he knows every single thing about you. That's why people sell their souls, because the devil knows your deepest inner desires. For example, like, say if I was like a flipping artist or something and I wasn't making that much money and I was like the best flipping artist in the world, I don't know, and obviously the devil knows that, so he'll be like, you know, give me your spirit or something, give me your soul, and I'll make you like the biggest artist in the world. I'll make you so much money and do this and this and this. But obviously that has a price.
I'm not finished.
And that has a cost, which is your spirit. And obviously if you're giving your spirit to the devil, then where is that going to end up? It's not going to be in heaven, is it? I've spoken about this before. I can't remember what I exactly said. The devil is real. God is real. Doing good deeds don't get you to heaven. No matter how good you are, it never will. I'm sorry, whoever needs to hear that. But yeah, even the devil literally can quote scripture, and he knows scripture. He knows that God is real. Why else do you think that Christianity is the only religion that's always constantly mocked in media, constantly mocked in music, constantly mocked in Hollywood? No other religion is ever mocked. You don't see Muslims being mocked. You don't see Sikhism being mocked, etc., because they know that Christianity is real. Come on, bro, I'm speaking. Guys, use your common sense.
Stupid. Use your common sense.
Open your eyes. Come on, guys. My next one is K-pop groups are better than some Western artists when it comes to performing. Their stamina is insane. Whatever they're doing, their workouts, their training, teach these Western artists, because I'm tired of seeing flipping Ice Spice just shaking her bum up and down, or flipping Olivia Rodrigo just walking up and down, and Taylor Swift just twirling her hips and falling down to her knees. People are getting too comfortable with mocking Christianity. At the Olympics, the opening ceremony, like I said, you wouldn't do that with any other religion. The LGBTQ community, they want respect from people and Christians, and, you know, just people in general, especially Christians. They want that respect, but then they go and mock our religion, and they go and mock just Christianity in general. So as Pop Smoke says, respect isn't given, it is earned, mate. It is flipping earned. It's not like that. You can't just want respect for someone and then go mock their beliefs and all of that. Because if we flip the script, if it was Christians or if it was any other group of people who are mocking the LGBTQ, there would have been some uproar, there would have been some, you know, persecution or something. This is just really random. But when you speak about Jesus publicly, that ruffles some feathers. People generally hate it, and this might be a far-fetched stretch, but as soon as Donald Trump began speaking about Christianity publicly, in his rallies, just in public, and he began speaking about Jesus publicly, he literally nearly got assassinated. A bullet literally went through his ear. It is only by the grace of God that he didn't die. I just generally dislike it when celebrities say, I want to thank God, when accepting an award. Like, can you specify what God it is? Or they say, I thank God for this. Who is your God? You have to say, I want to thank God. I want to thank Jesus. I want to thank Jesus Christ, because I need to know which page are we on, okay? Because your God could literally be the devil. South Park is better than Family Guy. Like, the way South Park has me cackling. If you're defending Erica Mena after what she said in Love and Hip Hop, just say you're a colorist without saying you're a colorist. Her making monkey noises and calling Spice a monkey, it just shows how she's a colorist. One way to know who someone truly is get them angry, and the first thing that they say, that is what they are. So if someone gets angry and the first thing that they say is like a racial slur, they're racist. Because you could have said anything. You could have swore at her. You could have said anything, but that was the first thing that came to your mind in your head. And I find it quite funny is that she would have not said that if it was one of the men she was arguing with. If it was Scrappy, for example, she's arguing with. If it was Safari she was arguing with, she would have not called him a monkey. She would have not called Scrappy a monkey, etc., etc. It always goes back to that Latino women love black men and it's mainly dark-skinned men, but they hate dark-skinned women, and they just generally, I don't know what it is. I can go through a line of women that we've had this this with, you know, Erica Mena, Danny Lay, Cardi B. There's probably more. The only reason people like Doja's Hot Pink era was because it reminded them of Pink Friday by Nicki. At the time, Nicki wasn't releasing any pop rap songs, so Doja basically filled that space. And the way that Doja rapped was very animated, and that also reminded them of Nicki. Next, I think Doja is talented, but I don't think she's a better rapper than Nicki. Like, is she very close? Is she like the next thing up? Like, when Nicki retires, is she gonna be like the next person up? Yes, but I don't think she's a better rapper. Most of the time, I don't really know what she's saying, but the beat is just so catchy and it's so infectious. But sometimes I don't really know what she's saying. Like, what's that song that Get Into It? Yeah, I don't know what she's saying. Is it catchy? Yeah. I do not feel sorry for Kylie. Like, she is only speaking about these beauty standards to appear more relatable to the average woman or girl. Because, you know, if we just go back in time, when I was like 9-10 years old, her beauty standards that her very unintelligent, untalented sisters made society and just overall school a living hell. Like, she did that. You're the one who did that. No one else did that. The only reason she's complaining about it is because that she can't keep up with the stupid beauty standards that she made and her sisters made. And now the more she tries to keep up with it, the more botched and the more stupid she looks. Like, was it the Met Gala or something? I can't remember. I'll put up some pictures, but she looked insane. She looked like she's 40 and she hasn't even hit 30 yet. So I'm like, what's going on? Okay, like, what is going on? Next, I'm not taking fitness advice from a woman who's got on BBL, lipo, or anything on their body. You cannot give me any advice.
You cannot give me any advice.
I'm also not taking like self-love advice from someone who's had plastic surgery, someone who's reconstructed their face or their body, because clearly it didn't work for you. So why are you giving the same advice to me? Clearly it wasn't for you. You clearly didn't take your own self-love advice, and that's why you got on your whole face and your whole body done. Yeah, okay, because that makes sense. Next, just because black women choose not to have their natural hair out 24/7 doesn't mean they hate their hair. I don't know what it is with people so obsessed with black women's hair. Like, I don't see any other race being this obsessed with women's hair. It is insane. And another thing I find really annoying as a black woman is you have to always constantly look good. Your hair has to always constantly be put together. You have to always be put together. Oh, you can't wear this, otherwise you're going to look bummy. Oh, you can't wear that. Or, oh, your edges have to be done like this so that your hair looks sleek. Oh, your hair has to be... Like, it's tiring. Like, why can't I just wear a baggy top and some jeans to the shops to get my flipping ice cream, maybe with my headscarf, maybe with my bonnet, just leave me alone to do what I need to do. Like, no one says this about any other race. The amount of girls I see with messy buns and flipping shorts and baggy tops with slides, it's insane. But the moment a black woman does it, oh my gosh, like, oh, she doesn't care about the way she presents herself. Oh, like, please. Like, yeah, like, it doesn't mean they hate their hair, okay? There's some black women who have their natural hair out and they don't even take care of it. They have it out constantly, but they don't even moisturize it, they don't oil it. But then there might be a woman who maybe wears wigs or has braids and she's constantly taking care of her hair, she's oiling it, she's doing what she needs to do. No one can ever make me hate CM Punk. Like, the way that I've loved CM Punk since I was a little kid. A little kid. I think I liked him even more when he took the championship and then blew a kiss to Vince, because that was just iconic. No one can tell me nothing. Nasty by Tinashe is a bad song. I am so sorry. I know there's some Tinashe fans probably in the comments like crying, fight with the wall, because no one can convince me that is a good song. The chorus is the best part of the song. Like, it's very catchy, like, I've been a nasty girl. But then the verses and just the other bits of the song in general, they just sound really B-Tech, and like they sound like they've been recorded on like a Toshiba handybook.
Look at this one, Toshiba handybook.
If someone can sing me the whole song without Googling the lyrics, I will give you £5 right now. I don't know what that is in dollars, but I'll transfer you £5. I saw her performing it, and she was performing the song, and everyone was singing along to I've been a nasty girl, nasty. And then as soon as that bit was over, it was crickets. No one knew the words. So I'm convinced that no one else knows any other part of the word. Unless you are a crazy stan, then okay. If someone told me, Shalom, name flipping 5 or 6 Tinashe songs for 100k, I'd be like, well, flipping out, give it to the next person, because I can't do it. Next, stop making excuses for these female rappers who are not even selling 100k. For example, people were making excuses for Meg when her album sold 64k, because at this point in Megan's career, she should be doing 100k first week. And I know that she can do it because she did it for one of her other albums. I know that Megan could go a lot harder. With the stuff that I've been hearing, I'm like, what is going on? So just over 100k for the Queen album, and you guys were calling her a flop. You guys were saying, oh, this is a flop. Oh, how can she sell 100k? And now none of the rap girlies now can even crack 100k first week. People use the excuse, oh, she's independent, but she's literally signed to Rock Nation. She has Beyonce, Jay-Z by her side. She had a #1 single before the album, the Hiss one that you guys were popping about, streaming about, talking about. #1 song, J&B by her side, Rock Nation, the general public, because obviously it's Megan. She's had a Nicki Minaj feature, a Beyonce feature, 3 Grammys that you like to constantly put in everyone's faces, even though it's done nothing for her career, but still can't do 100k first week. Like, that's a bit embarrassing. Anyways, stop using your star sign as an excuse for your actions. Like, if you're a crappy person, just say it. Also, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but crystals and rocks don't do anything. Like, it's a rock. They look pretty though, but it's a rock. I don't know what you're expecting it to do. It's a rock. Anyways, stop blaming everything on like the universe, or stop blaming things on this and that. Like, just take accountability for your actions and admit you made poor decisions in your adult life. Like, people be like, oh, it's the universe punishing me because I did this. No, you just made the wrong decisions. Or people be like, oh, I'm a Libra, so that's why I'm always feisty and I always get quite angry. It's like, no, you just have anger issues that you haven't addressed yet and you don't want to address. 90% of these female rappers are just influencers who do music on the side. Because what do you mean you have 13 million plus followers and your song can't even crack 100k streams? Oh, but I guarantee if you were to post a half-naked picture or a bikini photo, that would get 100k likes in, 20-30 minutes. But your song can't debut with 100k streams or whatever. Or you sell 5-10k first week and you got 20 million followers. The math isn't mathing up for me. It's the mathematics which is not adding up. I ain't good at maths, but it's not adding up for me, okay? If you're not donating money to these places where wars are happening, please stop talking about it. If you're not actually actively doing anything, like writing letters to people in power, donating money, doing your thing, then just please shut up. I'm gonna need you to just shut up. I'm tired of seeing Insta stories of people posting pics and posting weird paragraphs which don't grammatically make any sense. Or I'm tired of people posting videos on Instagram, which is great and all, cute, but okay, how does that actually do anything for the issue? You posting a picture of some area that's been bombed, okay? You posting a story or posting a post does nothing, in my opinion. There's nothing to actually help the issue or bring any awareness whatsoever. You post a picture of an area being bombed and then it gets 5 likes. It basically just makes you look good online and it makes you feel better about yourself. But in reality, you're not doing anything. You're doing the same amount of work as someone who isn't talking about it. People in the industry definitely knew about Diddy and Cassie. You're telling me you did not know this guy was literally assaulting Cassie and was diddling kids allegedly for years? People definitely knew that Diddy was not straight. He had some stuff that he's doing behind the scenes. People definitely knew in the industry. I think, the people who are saying they don't know definitely knew, the higher ups, people who run the industry, the Jay-Z's, the Beyonce. I think they definitely knew what Diddy was about and they just didn't say anything. As much as I love me some Lana Del Rey, I would not pay to see her live. If someone else wants to pay for me, okay, we're getting somewhere. But I wouldn't pay for her with my own money, because I feel like with Lana Del Rey, a lot of her performances, you're not really coming there for the vocals. It's more of for the vibes. As I've seen, people just come there for the vibes. The girls who go there just kind of go there to put on some makeup, put on a cute dress, and just enjoy the vibes, enjoy whatever's going on. But her performances are a hit or a miss. Sometimes I'm oh my gosh, Lana, that was bad. That was bad. Was it Coachella and she was singing with Billie Eilish and Billie was out singing her on her own song? That was embarrassing. I was what's going on here? And it's always been like that of Lana. It's always a hit or a miss, and most of the time it's a miss. And that's coming from someone who actually generally likes Lana Del Rey. I generally do like her. I like her music. Cardi won't release an album this year or ever in her career because she knows it will flop. Atlantic Records, they've given up on her because, if you don't know, Cardi B is signed to Atlantic Records because they put in a lot of time, a lot of money and effort, because Cardi B is an industry plant. She only had one basic role in the industry was to come in and try and take down Nicki Minaj, which she couldn't do, I don't think they've gotten all the money back that they've put into her, because she's spent 6-7 years without releasing an album. And what I find quite funny is Cardi B used to always make fun of Nicki for being a features artist, and now look how the roles have reversed. She's literally a features artist. Like, all she does is features. And I think, you know, when it comes to features, Cardi B just hopes and prays that feature's going to do something, and if it doesn't, then that's a bit embarrassing. I think Cardi, if she also released an album right now, like right this second, I think she will probably do 200k, maybe, or just under 200k. If she does like anything like 400, 500, like 300, 400, 500, you know she's using payola, because no one is checking for Cardi B like that. That's all I have for you guys. Hopefully you like these opinions. Probably not, but do I actually care? No. I don't care. I don't give a crap. If you don't like what I said, just click off. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I am out.